Yo, 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 we back, we back, we back. Welcome to another edition of Sour Hour Podcast, brought to you by Killer Sounds, our G Mixtape series. Y'all already know the ritual. Get your instrument of choice, your Fonto, your grabber, your Dutty, your backwood, your Bob Marley rolling paper, your Yacht Party rolling paper, whatever you choose. Roll up, board the plane, sit back and get high with me. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, hit that like button. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you get notified when I drop new content. Woo! For this one, we gonna chime in on this whole Jim Jones, Nas debate that's been going around. Those that didn't know, see, Jim Jones was on a platform doing an interview, and the Nas conversation started. So I came across something. Shout out Shannon Sharpe, Club Shay Shay, Ocho Cinco, and them boys over there. They had Jim on the show. And he was talking to Jim about it, and things got a little heated. So let's get into it, man. Today's strand I'm smoking on that Sushi strand, 23% THC level. This is a highly recommended strand for those that consume, but it's not at the local dispensary, you know what I mean? So next time you go shopping for some flower and you mention sushi, inquire about it, ask your local dispensary to pick up some of this stuff. Let's get into it, y'all.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Life is good. God is good. I can't complain.
Yeah. So talk to us a little about this music thing. You've been in this thing for a minute now. So talk about Jim Jones of 20 years ago, Jim Jones today. Have you noticed anything different in the music industry? Have you tried to do anything different with your sound to keep up with the way the industry is headed?
Oh yeah, the industry has changed tremendously from when I started. There wasn't no social media for one.
Yeah.
When I started in 2003 with my first deal, and even before that, when Cam started with his deal. So these kids got a bit of advantage when it comes to marketing and promo that we didn't have. They had access to a lot of information that we didn't have. Right. A lot of people say it works against us, but I think it works for us in watching the way that these kids work in the present day and things like that. And I've learned a lot from how they carry their music, from how they sell their music, from how they market and promote the scene. We tend to get caught up in our dinosaur ways from yesterday and how they carry artists, but that's not the way they carry artists today. So there are platinum artists that have their nose up because they're big platinum artists, but
Is it me and Shannon trying to subliminally play them at the same time?
Wait, so what I've chosen to do is always chose to try to reinvent myself, but not to the point where I'm chasing, but there's a medium that I reach because I always want to teach these kids, but I always want to learn something also. So, that and with reinventing yourself, you got to be willing to be disciplined to know what direction you want to go in when it comes to reinventing yourself. You know what I mean? One of the things I credit it do is the gym. The gym is one of the biggest attributes to me being able to sustain this long in the game. Sustainability is a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Jim, let me ask you this. And I hear this a lot, especially in music. And I see this in television and entertainment, actresses. It's like, man, every record that he put out, it sounds the same. Okay, he does something different. Man, he don't sound like the old guy. He don't sound like he used to. Okay, an actor, actress, they try to do a different role than what we're used to seeing. Man, I like when he did that. I don't like this new. So you want the guy to change. You want the individual to change and give you something different. And when they give you something different, you say they don't sound the same.
We call them kind of people hypocrites.
The person that I have the utmost respect for and what she's been able to do is Beyonce. Beyonce is as big as you can get in one genre. And she says, you know what? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do this. I mean, it takes some chutzpah. It takes some guts, Jim, to do that.
I mean, she like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan left the NBA, he went to the NBL, the Major League, and MLB, the Major League.
Tried to play baseball,
Like he had to have a lot of guts, you know what I mean? Like same with like Dion when he was playing football and playing baseball and being successful at the same time in both of them sports. I mean, and that takes a lot of heart. I haven't seen anybody else do that successfully the way that Beyonce has done it. So I tip my hat to the barriers that she continued to break inside of this music industry.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, what you think right now about the state of hip hop, where it is right now? How do you feel about it, especially with the young dudes, with the sound now? Obviously, I think when it comes to rap in general, hip hop in general, I think the sound changes every 10 years. How do you feel about this era of hip hop right now that we're in? Do you like it? Have you embraced it? What?
I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't matter because I had my time where we were dictating the sound of music and we had a ball. And there were older people that was hating on the time that we had and things like that.
Can't hate. Dipset at one point was the hottest thing going in hip hop. Let's be real, y'all.
I encourage these youngsters to be as creative as they can. As long as it's connecting with their crowd and the people are singing your shit and they going to your shows, then who am I to say I don't like that music when they out here spanking shit? You know what I mean? You did like, so it's like you gotta stay true to yourself, but find your rhythm in the mix of what's going on. Else you're gonna be lost in the sauce, or you're gonna be looking like an old dude, or you're gonna be looking like a has-been, or you're gonna be, you understand? I'm not into that. My energy ain't for that. You heard? If I'm gonna be a contender in this game, I'm gonna play at the top of my ability to play. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take no shortcuts or nothing. I'm in it. I mean, I gotta contend with the younger boys, I gotta contend with the older boys. So that means I gotta come through stepping. They only respect violence, and not to say violence, but you know what I mean? Like they gotta see that shit. You dig? While I'm in the game, I'm gonna show them that shit. Like people don't get it twisted. Like I'm a man of many different things. Like my rapper hat is one hat that I wear.
Right.
But if I'm rapping and I'm in it, I'm in it. What's up? I'm going against all odds and what I gotta do to maintain be a contender in this game and keep feeding my family and making the money that I make off this. You know what I mean? I think people get that twisted when they see me talk.
Oh, great competitor.
For y'all to eat up, you know what I mean? But I'm
matter of fact, hold on. I got.
Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm gonna let you go on. I saw some comments. I saw a clip about and you and Push. I'm not sure if you and Push got any type of beef or whatever. I just saw something about you talk about the Ace Trumpet. You didn't like the album. You didn't like the song. What he raps about is not believable.
I don't got no beef with nobody. You heard?
Okay. I'm just asking.
Half of it is my opinion. Half of it is me bending the algorithm. Half of it is feeding into people's simplicity.
Stop that. See, that's the thing. People will call you a nobody, but then make your opinion matter. See what I'm saying? So they go on a platform and say, oh, he's a nobody. His opinion don't matter. But then turn around and attack you for that same opinion. Let's get into it, y'all.
Because the social media is for that, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm a rapper in this game. It comes with the territory. You got to be very competitive. It's a very competitive sport, and you better have some thick skin. I ain't saying nothing. I want to hurt nobody or do nothing to nobody. Everything I've been talking about been strictly about the art of war when it comes to the music nowadays. Now, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it would have been a different outcome of what I was you know what I mean? What I was projecting, but I'm not on that. And I think a lot of that gets twisted in with the Jim Jones of today and things like that. Like, I ain't got no problems with nobody. I ain't got no ops, no nothing. And, it's parts of me that I've been working on every day. So sometimes I talk way too fast than I should, you heard? But it's part of the game. I don't care. You dig? I hate it or love it. I'm going to turn it into a victory for me.
Yes, sir.
Check this out, Jim. It seems to me, since this past summer, past last summer, when Kendrick had that diss, it seems like now people are just like, hey, we saw the success that Kendrick had, got 5 Grammys, he hosted the, halftime show at the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. We see a lot more diss.
Shannon, it's been a competitive culture with this hip hop game. The same way football has been a very competitive sport. This back and forth versus / battles been going on since hip hop started. So That's the thing. It's not when you say something, it's who's saying something. Come on.
This thing going on. Is that where we're headed now?
Shannon, where you been at? You don't remember Tupac? You seen the success that Tupac had?
Fact.
Yeah, but look,
you see the success. What
fact.
about Kumo? What about
Kumo did LL?
Cool J?
Yes.
This is a competitive sport. The rap is built on that. So
Right.
Kendrick and
Why Shannon act like he under the rock? Why act like he don't know?
people look at it as something, but this is what the art of rap is about. It's a very competitive sport, and you got to be ready to be on top of your game when it comes to that. So if you put something out, you got to be ready for the same energy to come back at you. That's what rap is about. Some people don't go down that lane. Some people go around that lane. Some people go right through it. I'm one of the people that go right through it. Win, lose, or draw. I keep the same face.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on, Jim, bro. I'm not looking for you to come at me. I put you on. Remember, I used to have you on my. I used to tour with me. Used to open up for me, bro. You remember that, right? When nobody wasn't booking you. You remember that, Jim?
You heard this song. You heard this saying when idols become your rivals. That's what the rap game is about. Did Allen Iverson hesitate to shake Michael Jordan up when he got in the NBA?
Yeah,
no.
He crossed his ass up.
Okay, because he was on another team. That might not stop the love he had for Mike, but while we on this battlefield, my team got to win, and I'm willing to kill anybody that's in front of me for my team to win. And that was Allen Iverson's attitude. You got to understand what happens when you come into this game. Your idols become your rivals. There's no passes when we on the other team. We meet you at the party. We can laugh, pop champagne, but right now, while we on this field, while we on this court, I'm coming to scrape shit up.
We can't pop no more champagne. You got people laughing at me.
And that's in every sport. And that's in every sport. Even the culture of hip-hop, music. When these artists, they go in the studio, it's a friendly competition, but I'm trying to murder you in that booth. And that's what it is. Let's get it.
And guess what? They playing in the football game. They playing in the basketball game, not like us. Oh, no, we can't pop no champagne after that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close the club down. If he coming, I ain't coming.
I mean, but I just told you that's what it is. It's competitive sport now. You got it got different levels to it and things like that. But that's what this was built on. You heard? So it's sad that they got to go to such lengths when it comes to artists getting at each other when it comes to the music. But what you project is what you're gonna get. So just have that same energy you put out there, because somebody coming right back at you with that same energy sooner or later.
But let me ask you one more question, Ocho. Yeah. So are we gonna get some new music? Because we saw you and Cam kind of going back and forth. As the Dipset coming back, y'all gonna link up together and give us some new music? Yes or no?
Right now, I'm worried about myself. Dipset is always Dipset. The birds still fly high. I've been having a bird on my back for the past 15 years when nobody was worried about it. You think so? That's going to go. But right now, I got to worry about me. I got to worry about my endeavors. I got to worry about my business. I got to worry about my family. You dig? I've done a lot for Diplomats where it did me nothing at the time. But right now, where I'm at in my life, what works for me and what I'm worried about is myself. I can't tell you what the future may hold or what the future may bring. I'm not taking nothing off the table. You dig? But right now, it's about Jim Jones. And yeah, I am a Diplomat owner.
Bet. Go ahead, Ocho.
I like that. Listen, you took the question I was finna ask, and I think you know what? History repeats itself, Jimmy. History always repeats itself, and most of the time, when history repeats itself, it comes back even bigger and better. I think Diplomats is gonna have a reunion. I think y'all boys gonna reunite, and despite your differences, despite whatever situations y'all might have, you know, all that can be fixed behind closed doors. That ain't nothing but a conversation that just got to be had, especially when they're making that money.
Or a check, you heard? a nice check always calms things down, you heard?
Hey,
I'm not a stupid man, you heard? You dig? But I understand, man. But right now, where I'm at, until that happens, until some business get put on the table what's advantageous for all sides, right now I got to worry about what Capo was doing. And it's been working for me that way. You know what I mean? I've been staying out of everybody's way a little bit. You know what I mean? Trying to, every day I work on me. Every day I get better and things like that. You dig? I'm unapologetic, you dig? And I don't have no regrets, you know me? But I do work on myself every day. You know what I mean? I'm not a perfect man, you dig? But I'm the perfect example of what can happen if you stay down till you come up. And that's what I did plenty of times.
I got you.
Jim, look, you one of the OGs, hip hop is 50 years of age. You've been in this thing 2 decades.
I ain't 50. I'm 48.
I said hip hop is 50.
I thought you were shooting at me. My bad.
Nah. Hip hop is 50, but you've been in this thing for 2 decades, right?
I've been in this thing since, yes, a little bit more than that, since 1997. Cam got his first deal, so I'm like 28 years into
Okay, so almost 3 decades.
Yeah, 100%. And I've been signed my first deals 2 decades ago.
How do you determine who you work with now? When you want to work with the young artists, how do you go about that? How do you like, man, I kind of like him. I think we can make some beautiful music together.
I mean, I hold no prejudice. I'm looking for great music, and I'm looking for great aesthetic. Music isn't everything in today's world when it comes to music. If you got a lifestyle that you can sell, these kids can buy into, then that's just as good as having a great hit song and things like that. And that's how it worked for me. So it's a combination of things that I look for to work with the artist or to do business with the artist. But as far as doing music with the artists and things like that, obviously, I'm a lover of music. So if I
got a question for the people that's tuned in. First, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Get notified when we drop a new content. But I got a question for y'all. Because the younger culture gravitates to Jim Jones. Why do y'all think that is? Is it his aura? Is it his dressing? The swag? What is it that the younger crowd gravitates to him about? Because I feel that's where the separation's coming in with Jim and a lot of these other artists. You know what I mean? Me personally, I see like if Jim is embracing the younger artists. He's not showing no shade or how you say difference in age comparison. If it's a vibe, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, man. But let me know what y'all think about that in the comments.
You look like a French painter with a little bit of Biggie from Brooklyn with that on. You heard?
Yeah. I just came from the south of France. I was down there for 6 days, so I just got back yesterday.
Oh, that's the vibe. You still spilling?
I'm still on my suave,
you still spilling that shit. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Jim, what at this juncture of the game, what keeps you motivated? What makes Jim jump out of bed, press down hard as he can, and press go? What keeps you going?
I would say the money, but I've been making money for a long time. And the opportunity to take care of my family, I've been doing that for a long time. At this point, I've been doing a lot. So my mission has been to give back more than I took, but I was able to take a lot and I'm still taking. So that's where I'm at in life right now. You know what I mean? The more I bless people, the more I get blessed. And it's just a testament of hard work and being resilient and being real with yourself. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
Well, you said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Mm-hmm. Nas was dope. We appreciate him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that.
Yo, so I think we could rest with the whole Jim is wild, and he just said it. You know, he might have been bugging a little bit, this, that, and third. You know what I mean? That's the first step. Admit it. Let's get into it.
A lot of old folks came up to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you. I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes? You ever heard of a Kufi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys. You heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Koofy list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Steph law, key, you dig?
Nah, look, I'm put it to you like this here, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
Y'all
but look
ain't
how you
effing with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. The
But
things
I-
that we, listen to
I
me,
can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrics. I don't know who told you that. Now look, I know you on that good stuff, but you're not seeing Nas. You're not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Hey, I got hold on, Jimmy. Hold on.
That shirt too tight.
Hold on. Jimmy.
You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to the history, bro.
For you to even
Don't do
say that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That shirt
Hold on.
be sticking up for Nas.
I got a question.
Let Nas stick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart businessman. He caught a couple business flicks.
Hold on. Jimmy, hold on. I got a question. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. I got a question. This you do, Jimmy, and anything that you do, right? I've heard you preach it all the time, right? When you was playing football, your first thing you always say, "Ain't nobody here better than me."
Tell him again.
You done told me that story a million times. Wait, listen to me now.
Fuck you think I'm gonna be second to anybody in this world? But God,
Jimmy, stay with me real quick. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. But I'm just saying that mentality, isn't that how you supposed to feel? Isn't that how you supposed to feel?
You know, let me ask you a question. When you was on the field, you thought you was better than T.O. and Moss?
Hell yeah, what you mean?
Man,
I ain't gonna say it out loud.
You done came on here and say, I ain't better than Moss, I'm not better than T.O., I'm not better than Rice. You said that.
I'm not playing the game no more.
But you wasn't when you was playing.
That's the difference.
Hey, Jim, while you talking, you need to get with the law.
I'm still playing.
Jada them done cooked all at the verses.
I'm still playing. I'm still playing at a high level.
Hey, you jumping up the
I'm still playing at a high level.
Jada
I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro. I will run circles around Nas rapping right. I will run circles around Nas rapping right now. Right now, I will run Saturn around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that. You heard?
He
Let's not talk about the past.
He put it down. He set it down.
I will run laps around Nas rapping right now, bro.
Jim. Oh, you talking right now? But I'm talking about when y'all and him climbing your prime, you couldn't see him.
I'm still in it. Oh, Cam was smoking his boots. I wasn't rapping when he was rapping, but Cam really got at him. You remember I really mean it? We've been getting at them boys, but this is not about that. Right now, 2025, I'm in the game still rapping at a high capacity. Now, smoke come in the booth. I will rap circles around. Smoke.
He enjoying that 150 million, 200 million.
Okay, then. So then leave me alone while I'm on the field.
You was effing with him. He wasn't bothering you.
I'm on the field. I'm picking on whoever, whatever. I don't care. I'm on the field. And guess who's the most talked?
Kendrick, Drake, Weezy, they on the field. You need to call like Drake. You need to call like Weezy. You need to call like Kendrick. You need to call somebody that's still in it. He ain't in it.
Why? Kendrick ain't make my age. Kendrick ain't make my age. I wasn't dating my era. That's not my era.
He retired. Have you ever heard of retirement?
Well, that's my era, so I'm calling all of them out. I don't care if you retired or not. Deal with it. If not, meet me in the booth, Jack. You heard? Meet me in the booth. And I'm just talking about
call Jada.
Let's get this right. I'm not mad. It's about the sportsmanship of the game. People know I'm a very aggressive person, and I seem to get misconstrued when I'm talking my shit. I'm just talking my shit, you heard? Let me talk my shit because I am on the field. If anybody got a problem with that, they can meet me on the field. That is the booth. Anybody from that era. Anybody.
Hey, well,
you know what? Anybody from that era. Anybody.
Well, you and Jada in the same era.
Anybody from that era. Don't try
you ain't seeing Jada. Stop that. Stop that.
Anybody from that era. I'm not scared of nobody.
Man, see you speeding right now.
Anybody from that era,
Hey,
I'm
put
not
the
scared
brake
of
assist on.
nobody.
Hey,
I told you,
I got
I'm in
to
the
put the brake
booth
assist on. You
daily.
speeding,
I'm
so I
in
got to
the
slow
field.
you down.
I'm
Hold
in
on,
the field daily.
Him on
In
the
the
truck,
booth
y'all.
daily.
on.
Anybody
Jim
want to
got
work
something
out,
cooking.
tell them come to the field.
We got this is the perfect opportunity. You're not even paying attention. Your antennas ain't up right now. Listen, he said anybody from his area, anybody he in the field, right? Shit, we can have our own verses on night, our own nightcap verses.
Nah,
I got Nas and Jada.
It's deeper than the verses. It's about who making music. Meet me in the booth. Put the record up. Give us a time to do the record by. Give us a subject, and let's see who wants smoke who on the booth.
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
Man, come on.
It's about the sportsmanship. It's about the craftsmanship. Fuck the numbers. Fuck the records. You heard? Because we both got records that can smash. We both got, nigga, meet me in the booth. Fuck all that old school shit. We'll play no records from 20 years ago. I am not nostalgic, nigga. It's 2025. Y'all want smoke? Meet me in the booth. Set it up, and we can do it for money. Labels will pay for it. How y'all want to do it? We can make a spectacle out here. You heard?
I got it.
I'm a
Let's
I'm
go.
a sportsman. You heard?